Well, as my grandma used to say, it has done come a flood. Getting ready to do a baby back rib cook today on the Weber Summit charcoal grill. I'll show you my setup in a second. My temperature is 196 there, slowly climbing. I got my boiling water I'm getting ready to add. Let's see what's under the hood. So today I'm going to be using the drip and griddle pan. This creates an indirect zone on this side. We've got our N Sear charcoal basket down there. It's kind of hard to see the basket, but you can see the wood chunk. There's actually 3 chunks in there. Smoke's coming from one of them that I lit at the beginning. We're going to put the boiling water directly in the drip pan. I've just got the aluminum on the pan for convenience of cleanup later. This is about a quart. You can see I had it boiling before I poured it in because it's steaming off nicely. This is a key difference in our setup versus the stock setup that comes with the Weber. The Weber diffuser pan, which I've got down here catching ashes, is 2 pieces of metal separated by, I don't know, maybe a 1/2 or 3/4 of an inch space. That creates an insulating gap between your heat and your water. That's actually a bad thing. I don't know why they designed it that way. Our drip and griddle pan is 1 sheet of metal between the heat and the water, so this is going to boil much more readily, and it will boil at a consistent rate because the water is going to pull up here towards the front. So it's an overall better design for smoking. So we're going to close the lid here. I'm going to shoot for, I don't know, anywhere from 225 to 250, and then check back in with you guys, and we're going to put the ribs on. It's been about 20 minutes and our temperatures are looking good. We're in between 225 and 250, which is what I was hoping for. We've got our ribs. These are Smithfield extra meaty, weigh about 3.5 pounds, so they're going to take a while to cook, but I've made them before. They're really good, so I'm looking forward to it. They're coated with olive oil. I've of course removed the membrane, and we're using Meat Church bacon barbecue rub. This stuff was really good on the chicken I made last night, so I'm figuring it's going to be really good on these ribs today. Not that it's really going to give us any useful information, but I've got this probe here, so I'll just stick it to have it doing something instead of just hanging there reading the ambient temperature. Things are looking good. I'm going to close the hood. It's been an hour and a half since we put the ribs on, so I thought it'd be a good time to check to see how things are going. Made a tweak to the vents a half hour or so ago. The temperature had dipped down to 228. We settled back in at 240, and it's been pretty stable there. And you can see the thermometer that came with the grill is actually reading pretty good today, so that's good. Show my top vent setting there, and my bottom vent setting. And let's see what these ribs look like. Oh, come along nicely. Nice color. You can see the bark starting to develop. Yeah, that's looking good. We still got plenty of water. We're just gonna let this go. We're about 3.5 hours into the cook. Running at 226. It's been 225, 226 for the past almost an hour. I've opened up the vents a little bit to try to get the temperature up. Let's check this gauge here. It's still reading pretty accurate compared to the usual thermometer, so that's good. Let's see what these ribs look like. Oh yeah, looking good. Nice color, meat sweating a little bit. If they were thicker, they'd be in the stall, but given the size of the ribs, you know, they're not nearly as big as a pork butt or a brisket. You don't really have much of a noticeable stall. And I say that because you can see that the meat's sweating, which is an indication that it's stalling. I've got the lid open. You see we still got charcoal and it's starting to light up. It's going to get hot in here if I don't close the lid. So Well, as my grandma used to say, it has done come a flood up in here. We've been going, I don't know, 4.5 hours or so. Got my tongs. Thought we might do the bend test. I got my temps back up in the 257 or so range, trying to get these things done. Let's see what she looks like. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Got some nice bark development still, or continuing to get bark development. I don't expect them to be done, but I thought, why not? We'll just give this a shot. Oh, we got a little crackage right there. They're getting close. They're not there, but they're getting close. Let the ribs go for another 30 minutes or so. They've been on a little bit over 5 hours now. Time to sauce them. Got my special sauce here. Wish I could tell you more, but I ain't telling. Let's see how those ribs. Oh yeah, that looks good. So these passed the bend test earlier. I don't know if you can see that with, but you got a crack right there. These are looking good. Go ahead and flip these over. Get them sauced up. Just a thin coat's all I'm looking for. These squeeze bottles make application and cleanup pretty easy. Really liking the color I got on these. These will be gonna be a good rack. Alright. I had mentioned earlier that I was going to sizzle the sauce on the direct side, but I'm calling it audible. I really just do prefer it on the indirect side, letting it set, so that's how I'm going to do it. I am going to let the temperatures climb up a little bit to help get a little extra color as it sets, and we'll check back on these in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Alright, sauce has been setting on the ribs for about 15 minutes. As you can see, I've let the temperature coast up to help the sauce set. Time to take these off. Go eat them. And those are great. Check that out. Oh yeah. Still got plenty of charcoal left. Even got some water in the pan. Overall, this setup worked really well.